we're jumping into a different project. Another section of how to make the Celica faster. And this one probably won't make it that much faster. Today we're looking at this one. Just a tease showing you what's on the counter. This is a Momo Start racing bucket seat that is FIA certified. The problem I run into is when I'm wearing my helmet in the car. I'm taking the seat out right now, so you can't really see anything there. But when I'm wearing my helmet driving the car at the autocross, my head hits the sunroof. And what I'm trying to do, let me get a light. There we go. So what I'm trying to do is to, the back of this factory seat is only, it can only get so low. There's a good 2 inches there from the bottom of the back of the factory bucket seat down to the floor. So instead of trying to chop up the factory mounting bracket or do something silly like that, I figured it'd be better just to go ahead and get a bucket seat, and then I can make my own mounts for it that will drop the back end of the seat all the way down to the floor basically. And not only that, it'll be a little more supportive, and it's kind of nice to have my nice reupholstered factory seat for just cruising around, and then when I go to the track I'll bolt in the bucket seat. Got some brackets, these are the mounting brackets for it from Race Quit. Yeah, whatever. So I got the mounting brackets that goes on the side of the seat, and I'll have to drill some new holes in these areas to fit onto brackets that I'm going to make to fit in the car. So if you look in the car, just put that light in. Look in the car, that back one's relatively flat, so that one should be pretty easy to mount to. Then let me just take the seat out. Whew, this thing's dirty. But look at the front seat mounts over here. They're kind of on an angle. So the front seat mounts are going to be a little more of a pain in the ass to do because they're slightly angled. And they're all a little different. We'll see what I can come up with today. So I took these Race Quit mounts and I laid it out so that these will fit in the seat of the Celica. So this was the hard part here. So right here, you notice that it's got a bend in it. That's just how the Celica mounting bracket is. It's kind of at an angle, and the bolt goes in that way, so the back sits relatively flat on the floor, and then the front's got this just angle. So took a piece of plate, bent it, got it tacked in right now. I'm going to TIG weld it in, And that'll be pretty much the same thing on both sides. That'll be the seat bracket. So it fit lengthwise pretty well. I do have a little space here where maybe if I need to move it forward or back, I can kind of move it forward, you know, maybe an inch. I don't see it needing any adjustment more than an inch. But really, I mean, it's about the only way to do it. You could extend, I guess if you had to move the whole bracket, you could extend a piece of metal off the back. But then you'd still have to have this angled piece on the front, so you could have to move that backwards as well. But this looks pretty nice. Let's see how it works. You gotta get everything set up. First time I use my new welding table. Well, not first, but first time TIG welding, I've used this new setup. So, I don't need a lot of this. I used it MIG welding, but not TIG. So let me get everything set up and then I'll be right back. So get everything set up here. Really hoping that the welding comes through on the camera. Get my auto darkening hood. You can't really see that. Link in TIG 200. I'll do my talking before I turn the machine on because the fan's kind of loud, but pretty straightforward. This is just, what rod is this? ER70S. ER70S. I don't remember why I bought it, but we'll see if it works. So the real reason that I'm using the TIG today and not the MIG is the MIG's almost out of CO2. I'd normally run this with the MIG, but since I got a new bottle and got a new bottle of argon, so I'm gonna use what you got. Let's go. Cleaning the paint off the back side. You know, the MIG doesn't have as much of a problem with this stuff. Should have just used the MIG. Better. Get a little better. Tungsten's looking pretty fucked up.